Welcome back, Keepers of the Flame. Okay. Crazy hair day. Crazy hair day. I'm not even gonna, but like, I'm gonna get a few reads in. And then focus on all of my little to-do things. Just a collective need to focus on at this point in time. You get a focal point or a dodge in the road. Something. What's going on with the collective? Tens. Okay. So. This isn't to shame anybody, but loosening up the grip on the screen time is crucial. Because I know, like, when you just, you know, especially in winter time, you're like, there's nothing better to do. Can't stress learning a hobby enough. Even if it's, you know, you set yourself to it 30 minutes a day. Learning a hobby. Anything. It could be anything. Go look up hobbies. You can make creepy little dolls for a living. Or side gig. Something. Lady. I know. There you are. What is the collective need to know? Seven of Pentacles in reverse. King of Wands. Three of Swords. Alright. Now, I don't know if this is you that broke your own heart or somebody else. It's King. There's the one you got. This is the one at the bottom of the deck. Then you get this. So you got three characters here not working together. Okay. I'm keeping those. I'm keeping them. Can I get a few more cards? I'm getting a pendulum swinging. Like the pendulum swinging back or something. And I don't know if it's from good to bad, bad to good. Eight of Pentacles. See how she's working on something there? That doesn't look so undelightful. Right? Okay. This has been coming up a lot lately. What kind of legacy? What kind of legacy? Because this doesn't fit. I mean, as today's standards go, this does not fit legacy anymore. This ain't it. Because it's a family with a big ass mansion in the background. Most people don't have this legacy anymore. It's unrealistic. It's unsustainable. And you have to be some sort of weird person to get on that. I mean, not that you can't, but I don't know. I guess I have a group of friends that are like, girl, we get our Pentacles, we're opening a freaking commune because this is bullshit. So, it's gonna be different. It's just gonna look different. I feel like the thing you're, with the 3 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles in reverse here, I think, and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You got all your Pentacles in reverse. I think you are revamping because the way that you were getting your Pentacles with determination and fire in your blood and dedication and possibly so drums, see that fire is like a wing. Drums are the heartbeat of the band, the heartbeat of music, right? So I feel like you put your heart and your soul in here with the fires. You see her staff is giving off like a moon shaped spark. I feel like you put a lot into something only to realize it was fruitless, was worthless, and you're brokenhearted, but you still have your intuitive power and you're still able to work on something that's soothing to your soul. Transformation with the butterflies here. You're transforming how you work. I think that's huge for the collective right now. We are totally looking at how we function in society completely different, which is a good thing, which is a very good thing. We are revamping how we work, how we live, how we intuit things. And I think we're turning work, because see this, that flower is not going to feed those birds. The flower is not going to feed any bees or hummingbirds or anything, because it's freaking bricks. Okay, so I think you're coming to some sort of, alright, can I get any more for the collective on an idea on how to move forward, other than to work on the transformation, which is your butterflies? I'm getting let it fall. Like, don't fight anything. Don't put your energy into fighting anything falling. Oh my god, I look like some emo. So okay, so when the hair is over this way, it's literally like little squiggles coming out the top of my head, and it's really creepy, and I don't like it. So this is what we're dealing with today. Okay, so you've got the Hangman in reverse. Ugh! Oh my goodness. Okay, my elbows, I tell you what. I've got bad manners. Okay, so Hangman in reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. And the Star in reverse. Okay. So let it fall. Okay. I'm getting from yours to mine that Spirit is saying that, like, there's going to be a want, a need, a tendency, a pattern, a god damn, I don't know what you'd want to call it. It's going to be some sort of I can't see if it's outside pressure or if it's coming from the inside. See how there's all those birds surrounding the Queen of Swords? You're probably really confused right now, like the rest of us. But and then you've got the inside here with the Star. The healing always comes from the inside, but they're both in reverse with the Hangman. Okay. So it feels like even though you know this legacy and like how you make Pentacles is going away, I don't think you see that the rest of it needs to go too. However, because it feels like she is looking at this going, this is going to make me upright again. This is going to get me out of stuck mode. And I am not sure what you're seeing here. It could be a modality of healing. It could be some sort of specific type of really old-fashioned therapy. I think they have come out with science that proves that like talk therapy is dangerous because you are literally speaking your words into existence. So by revisiting those patterns, they're going to show up again, because your brain is being programmed through what you're speaking. Okay. So I think something to do with that. And then higher vantage points are probably not assisting you right now, because there's nothing to really view up there other than, I think, what you've already seen, which is the legacy in reverse and how you work in reverse, how you work in coordinates to others. I think you're already being shown that through your intuitive nature here. You already know this stuff. It's already there. You see it. It's clear as day. And now I think there's just a few modalities that are not being taken into consideration for a vetting process. So however you're trying to heal here, however trying to get your higher vantage point, explore, expand, take new perspectives on, and take what resonates. Because even like there's Ayurvedic medicine, and I probably butchered how to pronounce that, Ayurvedic. Either way, I've heard it pronounced all sorts of ways. So the narrative is that we are multi-dimensional fractal ecosystem creatures, okay? And we all have different modalities within us. And Ayurvedic is really similar to astro medicine, where we take into account how moist or dry the body is, how hot or how cold the body is, through looking at your chart. So when we are saying, okay, let's take a look at this type of medication or this herbal supplement, dun. I see what my hair is doing right now. Oh my god, I do not want to see it the other way. The medicine needs to have that bodily function that you possess uniquely taken into account. So if you have like a lot of fire in your chart, you're going to need more moistening herbs. So like if you have a lot of fire in your chart and for whatever reason you need to take something to like detox or flush something out really quick, rather than reaching for something like, say, cayenne pepper to form. I'm not a practitioner. I'm not legally licensed. This is not medical advice. There is so much beautiful blessings that come in when you're not a medical professional, because you can't get some jerk face that's going to be like, no, nope. Personal responsibility. Consent and personal responsibility is the order of the probably century, because that's how long it's going to take. So when we have a dry system, we need to moisten it up when we're giving medication, because a lot of times we don't get to select the constitution of the person. So we do need to introduce some moistening herbs if we are going to introduce a dry constitution to a drying herb. Okay, so that's how that works. And I feel like taking your own constitution into account here is crucial, because some people have, like, if you have an air moon, your internal working is very, depending on which sign it's in, it's very creative, very help. And then if you have like a water moon, this really is going to come online. Okay, or if you have a lot of water placements in general, that really comes into, just because it is the psyche layer. Scorpio rules the 8th house, Pisces rules the 12th house. You had a lot of placements in either of those houses or houses or signs. And then Cancerians are the natural witches of the zodiac. They just are. They are so in tune with nature, it's ridiculous. They are the well springs of the zodiac. So, Scorpio's the river, Pisces is the ocean. So, when we are dealing with these modalities of healing, this feels like you're reluctant to go inside, or you're looking at old paradigms that don't allow you to go inside. They want you to look at the surface level. Why can't you? Why can't you function like the rest of society? Why can't you? Because I know better. So, and that's just the thing, is like the patriarchal structures that are falling right now are not going to be kind to that sort of energetic whatchamacallit. So you just need to keep that in mind, okay? Don't let that systematic breakdown get in your way here, because you're already a powerhouse. You already know. And so I think I've been telling a lot of people this lately, and not just on here, but like in my class and people I meet on the whatever. The how do I put this? The modality in which not only we are living, but how we're seeing the world, the way we're moving forward, our co-creation itself is being completely transformed here. We have to look at this different. How are we co-creating and manifesting out into the world? What are the things that we actually want to bring to fruition, and how do we get there? Because right now, the things that we're bringing to fruition, once again, are not happiness, not in alignment with human anything at this point. Okay? And there's a lot of delusional people out there that believe that this is supposed to be happening, and they are actively trying to make it worse. Actively trying to make it worse. And we have allowed our batteries to be hijacked for far too long into creating something that was never sustainable in the first place. It was never for the productivity of humankind. It was never for the betterment. It was never for evolution. It was for stagnation and slavery. So this whole thing we've been told is a freaking lie. Okay. How we heal, how we see, the lenses we look through, who we listen to. Just talking to a birdie. And that the blue and yellow is significant. Blue and yellow together are emotional healing, like healing relationships. Even if it is like there's a thing you can do where you get a yellow candle and a blue candle, and then you light them together in a dish and let them mix together. And that's supposed to help. You put the intent into the burning of the candles to help you get over an emotional disruption, like a breakup or whatever. And it doesn't have to be romantical. It can be something that has to do with, this is at the bottom of the deck. This is at the bottom of the deck. And this is at the bottom of the deck. So it doesn't have to be romantical. It can be something like maybe you had a work relationship. Scientists have already done the whole thing. Losing a job is like losing a partner, like getting a divorce. It has the same emotional effect on you. So remember to deal with that aspect of things rather than suppress it and just whatever. I don't know how to put that correctly. don't ignore it as if it's like, oh, it's fine, I'll find another job, oh, I'll go do this, blah, 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 blah. When you spend 40 hours a week dedicating your life energy to something, it means more to you than what you've led to believe. Oh, it's just a job. No, once you're in the job, you're in the job. And you can't dedicate your energy to something and not let it get into you. It becomes your life pattern. It becomes your life. It becomes your dependency for you to live outside of that. So ignoring that and treating like it's unimportant, well, and that's what they want you to do too. It's just a job. Because then, the gazillionaires don't have to feel bad for paying you slave wages and making sure that anything bad happens to you. Well, look at Wally World. They took out freaking insurance policies on their... Anyway. See what I'm saying, Vern? Okay. I feel like I gotta... Okay. I was like, there's something else. Alright. For a specific collective. Again, if it doesn't resonate, I sincerely apologize. I'm going to do another read here in a little bit. I will try to tap into whatever energies got left out. If I can't, I wish you well. See you on another day. So you've got the World in the upright, the Hermit in reverse, the Two of Wands in the upright, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Then you've got the Page of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords in the upright, Two of Swords, Page of Swords in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse, Five of Wands in the upright, Emperor, the shitty one in reverse. Not that there's a good one, but Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, so you're completing a cycle. It's just going to take a hot minute because you're pissed off. Queen of Wands and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, so that speaks to me of you need to follow your light. Devil's just the torch holding up. Do you want to look at that addiction? Do you want to look at that problem? Or are you going to ignore it, stuff it down, and numb out with it? Okay. I read complete. I don't like the archaic narrative. I steer away from it. Okay. If times are going to change, they got to change. Right? Right. Okay. So the Page of Cups, you're listening to outside forces that are probably putting you into this cage mentality, pissing. So you've got a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups. Look at both of their heads. Okay. This tells me you're mentally globbing on to shit that's not serving you. Okay. Then you've got the Queen of Swords. Okay. So you've got to do something with those little tentacles down there. You've got to start weaving out your own life rather than... And I feel like because this might be going into the depths here, this is how you're going to come out of it. And then you're going to be like, what do I want to live up here? Because it ain't fucking that, right? I don't want the ocean in reverse. Thank you very much. I think you just want to be at the bottom of the ocean. Like, just exist. Like, be cool with being in the depths of the water. I don't know why that's coming through. Okay. Alright, then you've got the Page of Swords. I don't think you're looking for amateur advice here. I think you found your own way. I think you're... And he's got a cap on, so I think you're starting to realize that this isn't it. This is not what you want to spread all over the world. And you're making a judgment call against it. You're like, no, I can't. And you're getting feisty about it. So, struggling, fussing, fighting with an Emperor in reverse. But you're going to complete the pattern. I want some more cards on this. Oh, I know a couple different people that are going through something kind of sort of similar. This is really interesting. I wonder if it's like a bureaucracy thing that's like taking over everything, not just one or two places. Ooh, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Chariot. I want more. Three of Pentacles in the upright, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse with the Tower in the upright at the... Okay, this is what they're aiming to do. Okay. If you're dealing with a situation where you deserve compensation, payment, severance, because XYZ years were had, or you, whatever the hell it is the corporation has for some sort of hierarchical bureaucracy bullshit. Okay, so they want you to leave behind your Pentacles and just go on your merry way. All right? She got this going. Okay? So you're not taking the Page of Wands or the Judgment. You're pissing off the Emperor, which is bringing him to some sort of enlightenment. He still wants that. Alright, what's the outcome here? Oh, here to be, get a weebie. Okay. Sorry. We got the King of Pentacles. Look at there! Get it. Ooh. Are you going to speak your piece? And then, oh, you're going to speak your piece and then close that portal. You are going... Hey. It's just... So you're gonna speak something. Something's gonna come to light. You are going to get your stinger out. Everybody's got stingers. Everybody's got stingers. You're gonna get your stingers out. And leave that guy in the fucking dust. I just need you to know the color of the dress. I don't see you bleeding the company dry here, but you're definitely gonna put this dude where he needs to be in the world and then skedaddle with your Pentacles, darling. Okay? And again, he thought he had control over this. Over here, see in her head? He thought he was standing in the middle of the square with the Pentacles. And you're like, no, those belong to me, actually. I worked for them. You are definitely, you're not going to leave the company high and dry, but you are definitely making it known. There's no escaping. Everybody, it feels like everybody else in the company here. Where the heck did it go? I do declare. Okay, so everybody in the company here is going to know the strategy that you had to take. Everybody's going to know. Everyone is going to know. Everybody's going to know. Tom, Dick, Harry, Susie, Sally. Everybody's going to know. See all those strings there? Not anymore. Ooh. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck you do have the Two of Cups, so it's like a pairing with yourself. This is how you earn self-trust for yourself, okay? And it's not that you need to be vicious about it, because I don't think this is vicious. I think this is just happening because this thing is the way it is. These two things are the way it is. And you're just being strategic about how you're making that known. You're being strategic about how you're making it known. Okay? So anybody who's had their, job threatened and whatever else for stupid reasons, which is what this feels like. This really does feel like just sheer stupidity for stupidity's sake. It's like a lot of times you'll find businesses that just want to turn their productive, bright employees into nothing because it makes them feel inadequate. It makes them feel like they might lose their job because somebody else below them can do it better. So just be mindful of that. Don't shine too bright, especially in a workplace. I know it sucks because for a lot of us, that's like how we love leaving places better than what we found them. We want to go in and do better and make a difference and get things to an even keel where everybody feels like they can be productive and valued in the workplace. And that is not what corporations want, especially the people at the top. They just want to have their strings attached and jerk everybody around whenever they feel like it. Okay. The heart. The old garden rose. 22. La 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 la. Okay. Ready, set, grow. Making plans and finding answers with... Sorry. There we go. Making plans and finding answers with your heart is probably the best at the moment. Listen to your heart, what you truly love, and shine that light onto your day. Romance is indicated, and so are strong and sometimes volatile reactions, so watch out for yours and those of others. Again, try and silence your own mind and use your feelings to work through things. The heart does know what it wants, and it uses emotions to express this. So listen when it speaks. It can give and receive love at the same time, but there are not scales of measurement or score sheets to tally. When was the last time you did something completely heart-focused? Meanings and uses: forgiveness, acceptance, compassion, love, emotions. Deities: Hestia, Aphrodite, Venus, Onganus. An astrological sign is Leo. Okay. Bred in 1851 by a French horticulturist, Jacques-Julien Margotin. The Louise Oder rose was named after Louise, a great lover of flowers who married General Louis Eugene Cavaignac. Later in her life, he is remembered as the liberator of Paris after ending the regime of the Commune in Paris in 1848. The Louise Oder rose can reach 5 feet in height and must have full sun with a well-composed fertile soil that is free draining. It is best to water only when the top few inches of soil dries out. Flowers throughout the summer. There it is. Okay. Till next time. Love you. Keep your flame.